Hey, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really, really, really cute dogs who are hanging out on the couch. Maybe one will show up as they are waiting for their hamburgie. I'm making dinner. I thought I'd come by and hang out, see if anyone needed any help with anything while I'm cooking. Happy weekend. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I know I've had a great weekend. Hey Texas, how are you, dear? How's your weekend been? Awesome. Right on. I'm making spaghetti. I thought I would drop by, see if anyone needed any readings or wanted to hang out and chat while I'm cooking. I'm okay. I'm doing well. Another day, another dollar. That always helps. Oh yeah, there's a cold front. Okay, come. So it was pretty warm here today as well. I'm rather uncomfortable. No breeze whatsoever. It's quite. Ugh. Might have given me a little brain damage. I got like the most awful headache. It's been so hot. Something about the heat that like triggers my headaches. Like I'm so ready to just it be a little bit cooler, not freezing, but just a little bit cooler would be nice. Oh, I bet. Yes, it's like the weather will change here, and then it's like headache city. I don't know what's hotter, Texas or Florida. That West Coast heat over there is just, oh, it's so hot. I don't know how y'all put up with it. Yes, you're right. We are more humid on the West Coast in Florida, for sure. I mean, Atlanta gets hot, but not hot like y'all. I think Texas is melting off. Florida is so hot, your face doesn't have time to melt off. It just, it's not even there. Yes. Everyone looks like Pizza the Hut. It's so hot. I remember being a kid and like the news was like, "Oh, it's so hot outside. You can You could fry an egg on the sidewalk. And it was so hot my dad fried an egg on the sidewalk. It's unbearably hot. Drink one for me. I'm just going to keep painting my nails. Thanks so much for coming by. It was awesome to chat with you for a bit. Trying my nails.
Oh. You want to get feet. Oh. Feet are. Yeah, it's not so close. Maybe stand over here for me.
Please don't knock your phone into my wet nails.
I didn't have to.
You just actually knocked my nail.
I'm pain in the ass, I guess.
Never said that. Never thought it.
I thought fix.
Oh, the reservoir?
Yeah. No. No. It's
Oh,
about
that thing?
that soap thing.
Oh my god. You just put it in the recycle bin and shut it out. I bought you a new one.
No. It's a
Just leave that fucking thing alone.
No. It's over there. It's a really crystal ball. You cannot see it. I can see it.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, that's what. I guess that's what broke that crystal ball. That's why it wasn't pumping.
Crystal?
Well, here it is.
Look closely here. There's a real small clear ball right here.
Couldn't
This is
see
part
it.
of the one-way valve
You see it?
that allows the soap to be.
No, but now I have to
sucked
fix
out
my
in one
nail that you
direction,
did.
but not the other. So when you take your hand,
With your phone. Hey, Maria, how are you, dear?
Maybe that's why there wasn't pumping. The ball broke too.
Yeah, probably. Did you find the ball?
No, I didn't see the ball. When I took it apart, I didn't see the ball.
So I was painting my nails, right? Everything's cool, right? I just go stand in front of the air conditioning just to dry him for a minute. Then right as he does that, he dings my wet nail. And I had to repaint it. Hey, Melrain, how dear? gonna try and dry these bad mamas for just a second and go turn dinner off, and I'll be right back. I really hate how he just assumes that he's such a pain in the ass. I just don't understand why he talks to me like that. All I told him is his phone, messed up my nail. Hey Veronica, how are you, honey? I'm okay. I'm just making spaghetti and painting my nails. How are you? Let me see if this phone is charged up at all. Nope. I'm stuck at 1%. Hate it. Hate this phone. Are you doing your nails too? Hold on a second, guys. I need to look something up. All right, thanks for turning it off, Dad. I appreciate that. All right, thanks. I know I'm multitasking too, and somehow I have my hair in my mouth. I hope it'll be rainy for a few days. Excuse me. No, Maria, we can do your reading. Or did you leave already? Okay, you're still there. Give me 1 second. We'll do your reading, Maria. I've got your questions. What do you mean you got new collision on from yesterday? Excuse me. SeaWorld. You really need to close SeaWorld down. I'm absolutely against SeaWorld. Everything about SeaWorld just screams blood. Is she going to go with you? Are you really going to go do that? You're really going to go buy a ticket to SeaWorld, Metal Rain? But please just don't. Just think twice about it, okay? Just think twice about it, because I'm those people that stand outside with the crazy signs that say close SeaWorld down. And I wish that you would understand how important it is that you don't waste your time or your money on SeaWorld unless you're trying to help the cause of just get them closed down. Or at least send their orcas back home. You go every year. You should stop going. You should really think about stop going. I mean, unless you're paying into something that's not SeaWorld, unless it's some kind of event that is in the park but has nothing to do with SeaWorld. And if you do go, at least, wear a Dolphin Project t-shirt or or go as a dolphin in a cage maybe and protest. Protest freeing dolphins, please. What do you mean a country guy? They're all country guys down here. God help me. And no. I don't know what you mean by a country guy. You've got the posers, and then you got guys who are really from the country. Those ones you probably ain't going to find unless you go to the country. God help me now. I'd rather date myself. Spirit, what does Maria need to know about Walter's feelings? What is truly a country man? I think we all have different perspectives of what the country is. Like I think that we have different perceptions. You've got the one on CMT, which is a mess. And then you really have those guys out there who are really, they're kicking it on a farm and they've grown up on one, and that's where they're from and raised, whether it's America or Europe, Now, I ain't into them deliverance kind of people. God help me. You mean those guys? You mean those guys that dress like lumberjacks? No, no thanks. I never been into townies. I've just never been into them. You know, when it comes to somebody's style of dress, when it comes to where they come from, when it comes to that superficial stuff, that's not really what I'm looking for in people, whether it's my partner or my friend. Yes, those fake ass boys wear the flannel. So my roommate's a total hippie, right? Always happen. His mom and grandma get him the best of the best lumberjack clothing, right? But always church shoes with the lumberjack clothing. And then last Christmas, I was like, y'all quit with the church and the lumberjack clothing. I said, get this boy some real shoes he can walk like a human being in, and quit buying church shoes to go with lumberjack clothing. Thanks. Just stop doing it, Dave, because he's not going to tell his mom. He's just going to let grandma and Mima buy him church shoes twice a year for birthday and Christmas until he's got a closet full of them and he don't know what to do. And mostly this kid just stays in his pajamas and works all day in his pajamas. He doesn't have time for lumberjack clothing with church shoes either. I mean, like they ended up getting him like some Skechers, but what are those? The man bun look is a red flag in dudes. Well, maybe they'll put a bird in it or a beret. No, definitely lumberjack clothing with church shoes is the red flag. Maria, I don't know if you're still there, but I am doing your reading. I'm just getting out your cards on his feelings and thoughts. Just took a minute. I would totally crush on one of those guys that like wore my band t-shirt. You know who you are. I'm a lumberjack match. The man looks at laziness because I don't know. My nephew wears a man bun, and he is not lazy at all. I mean, he works a full-time job as a dental technician, and he's putting himself through school again, so it could be cybersecurity, do cybersecurity, and then he's also a fitness coach, and body builds every day. Okay, Maria, I'm almost done with your questions, sweetheart. I don't know if you're still there. Okay, there you are. So overall, it's as if he is in his thoughts and feelings, thinking a lot about home with you, thinking a lot about what it will be like to have a home and have you there of his own, where he's comfortable, even if he's alone in his home. There's a lot of love behind that energy and that emotion for both of you. So keep manifesting it. Yes, a home with you, Maria. You guys might work on ways to achieve feeling more homey together. And so you can keep that emotional balance in this Queen of Pentacles, but also so that you guys can keep that emotional balance Did the live freeze? Don't forget to like the live, y'all. There's like 9 people in the chat and only 1 like. Maria, are you still there, sweetheart? But am I still frozen? Shit. It's fine on our side. Okay. Part of my French YouTube. Okay, you're back. Okay, great. So, there is a great change coming in the 8 of Cups and that Queen of Wands. And it's a good where your mind is, your thoughts are, your feelings are, your communication. So the most important overall card here, though, is going to be this Lover's card. How tall is my nephew? He's like 6'3". Really? Okay. I know, and all the women are short in the family. I'm only like 5'4". I mean, I guess that's short. I don't know. Is that short? I have friends who are shorter. I couldn't believe I'm shorter than my sister now. How'd that happen? Am I still here? Okay. Oh, you're taller than me, Metal Rain. I am 5'4" and a half. 5'4". Yeah, he really loved the whole idea of you guys watching a movie together. He's really happy and joyful that you were somebody he met in his community. To meet somebody organically is something he thought he might never do again. He would do that again, for sure. In that 3 of Pentacles, you got the moon. So late at night, again, at some point in time. So next hangout's going to be pretty good. You got the 9 of Pentacles here. I always feel like what the 9 of Pentacles is saying about what's coming towards you this week is a lot of you guys comforting each other, helping each other along the way to achieve that luxury that many lovers and friends don't have, which is that comfort, that nurturing energy, the luxury of knowing that you have one another to come towards and to come to each other. In regards to the next hangout, let me do a channeled message from him. Interesting. You guys might start communicating about a new beginning. Maybe you guys will talk a little bit about fall. Maybe you guys will talk a little bit about your visions. And once again, here's that pentacle and the house and the walkway. God, my nails are a mess. The vision of where he will settle, where you will settle. You guys will probably talk some more about that when you guys hang out. And he's still very happy with the way he feels about himself in regards to how he feels about you and the feelings he has for you. Once remember, he just has nothing but love for you. Yeah, we talked a little bit about him being an anxious, avoidant, anxious person, but he's more on that cusp of secure instead of lost in that avoidant. And I'm not sure he would be able to really relate or be that way or be on the cusp of secure unless he had somebody like you, but he sure is trying to figure out his way. So these are all the most important cards and the most overall important messages that everything looks very good, very romantic, very sweet, but you have to remember, to stay in that high priestess energy, to stay in that moon energy, loving actions, loving thoughts. What are you telling? What is the emotions behind the feelings of the things that you want to happen when you're overlooking the scenes that you're having as imaginal acts, or even putting yourself in his shoes and thinking about the feelings that you want him to have for you? So keep me updated, okay? Did it only freeze for you, Metal Rain? Did it freeze for you too? It's not all about just positive thoughts. It's not positive thinking that manifests it for you. It's not the cards that manifest. I mean, yeah, positive thinking helps, but it's the true natural state of your subconscious and what it's feeling, what it's thinking. What state is it in? Is it a lamp with shells in it, or is it an empty vessel? Um, is it an Orgone pyramid, or is it the pyramids of Giza? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like we were talking the other day about the worrying. And then you were saying last night, like, you need to calm down, like you needed to calm down. And I was telling you one of the most, precious things about playing around with that strict mental diet, playing around with like even the Neville Goddard hour-long, speech I gave you. That particular hour-long speech that he gave is something that you can go back to again and again and again and again. If you are, if you're not able to ask or talk to me, or, or you need to go over it again, it might even help to, I know that I need to listen to it more often than not right now. So I've just been been slowing it down on YouTube, processing what he's saying a little bit slower, actually taking the time to do the action that Neville is suggesting. And I'll tell you what, it's really helped me a lot with my state of mind this weekend, Maria. Me too, Metal Rain. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to take a little break. I need to check dinner and grab a plate real quick. I don't want to hang up the live because I just think it's unnecessary when it's running pretty well. Nephew's type. Oh no, you're not being weird. I don't really know what my nephew's type is. I mean, I don't really know that he ever had a type. Just sexy. Last time I saw him, he was like hot for every girl he saw, and I had to give him the old auntie arm punch. We're only a couple years apart, but still, like, I was like, you fucking pig, like, just stop. But he did recently get married. There's a picture of them on my Instagram. They're about to have a baby boy. Yeah. Well, he's married to um, a black girl now. I wouldn't imagine that they'll ever get divorced. So, um, and he just got married, so he was available for quite some time. But yeah, like the people in my family, it's about how you feel about someone and how they make you feel about yourself. It doesn't matter if you're wearing lumberjack clothes and church shoes. Um, we love you as long as you got a good heart, and that's what counts. And you're a good person and everything. I mean, you don't have to be perfect, but I'll be right back. Uh-oh. I don't want you to fall. find somebody, Ari. Don't worry. Just trying to make some food for my dogs. Because they're hungry. Thanks. I'm just trying to find the supplement that I keep it in the kitchen, but I don't understand why it's like not there for the dogs in the kitchen. So I sometimes keep a little extra bottle of their supplement that I usually put on their food here in the drawer, but like I just can't find it anywhere. So it's taking me forever. All right, I'm just going to give them their food. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That's so weird. My internet just, it's supposed to like be the best internet, but it's really not, unfortunately. it, I don't know. Well, everybody's happy. They've got something to eat. Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't know if it's the computer. I don't know if it's the internet. I noticed that when I was on the mobile phone looking at the live, that the sound goes in and out, or was going in and out. Okay, good. I miss having I miss my TV. My TV, for some reason, I've had it for years. It's been really well taken care of. I moved it for the first time in like a decade, and it was working great for a little while, and now it flickers on and off and on and off when I try to watch YouTube. I don't know if it's the plug. I don't know if it's the backlights. So I just stopped trying to figure it out because it was depressing. Yeah, I'm going to cover. I do watching movies on it again. If you guys want to get a reading, let me know. I'm going to go and eat dinner real quick. Hey, Iman, how are you, dear? How's your day been? I'm good, honey. Thanks so much for asking. Cool. I had a good weekend too. Am I ready for Halloween? Yes. Are you? What are you gonna be for Halloween? Ooh, the Pumpkin Queen. I wanna oh no, I'm freezing up. I definitely want to do something special for Halloween. All month of October. All month. I'm gonna be the saw. Oh God, you're gonna be the saw puppet. I hate that fucking thing. I hate that fucking movie. But you made me so. So, have you guys seen the So, I like to do this thing that I haven't done in a long time, and maybe I'll just start making them again. Maybe they'll bring y'all some smiles and me too. But I used to use the app Reface to like reface my face over funny things, or and put these like little movies together for each holiday, or just just to do something funny. And I did a Friday the 13th Halloween one, and I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but have you guys? Thank you, Mon. Have you ever seen it? Have you guys ever seen any of those reface videos I've made? I'll link you guys into this one, but I did one where I'm refaced on the parody of the Saw movie. Let me see if I can find the reface. I did a Thanksgiving one, and the reason I started making them is because my best friend died of COVID, and it was literally like something that I started doing because it would make me laugh. And I would like reface all her favorite movies, and it's just like funny shit that we would watch, or horror stuff we would watch. Um, It'll make our friends laugh, help us cope. Sometimes I'd reface her face. Here it is, Friday the 13th. I have... Let's see, this one's public. Let's see if it'll let me share it. I wonder why the Halloween one is blocked in my country. The Thanksgiving one is not. Well, I'll share it anyways. If it's blocked in y'all's country, you can just let me know. I'm not sure if they're the same or not. But I'll link y'all in. I'm going to be right back. Won't take too long. I'm back. Not sure if anyone's still there, but I am still here. We're still doing nails. I messed this one up. Oh well. It's punk rock. I don't think I left the toner on, the dark toner on long enough on this side, but that's okay. I need it to be, I need to put a little bit more on so it's a little bit darker, like the way it's darker up here. But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. I love the toner that I put on this side. It's called Sand. It's not like that white, icy blue like Daenerys Targaryen. It's just a really nice golden blonde. But you can kind of see how the chestnut is a little bit, needs to be a little darker. So I'll put in a peach panel in a couple of days and then go darker on this side. It's a little bit darker. I've had so much fun doing my hair. Ow, 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 ow. The box is so heavy. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're doing extensions? Are you doing clip-ins? Are you actually doing sew-ins? Are you doing the the beaded extensions? I just love the micro bead extensions. The best extensions I ever had. I never had tangly hair. I could just rub my fingers through my hair like this. It wasn't heavy. It helped my hair grow out. I really like the micro beads. If you're gonna dye your hair, use blonde. I like the dark chestnut that I've got in my hair is just, it's Blonde Me toner with their 7% volume, but it works with 10. It's called Deep Chestnut. And I really like the fact that the toner, I could get, my natural color back. But it's a toner. It's not a semi-permanent. It's not a permanent. It didn't dye my skin. It didn't stain my pillow. I put the shirt I used it in, like in the washing machine afterwards. It cleaned up pretty well. I mean, there's a few stains on it. There's a few stains on my counter, but it can get cleaned out. I'm going to stop using any kind of, I mean, there's everything I would ever want in that category of Blonde Me toners, the pastels and the deep tone. All right, sweetheart. If you don't come back, have a good night and be safe. Thank you, Veronica. What kind of reading do you want, sweetheart? Well, hey there, Ruby. Do you need a kiss? Oh, I got you. I got you. I got you, baby girl. I got you. Don't worry, we're gonna go night-night soon. We're gonna go night-night soon. Do you eat? Okay, twink twink. Do you like your hamburger? Hi, cutie pie. $2 to see cutie pies. Thank you so much for your donation, honey. Yes, we can add about that, and we can also talk about his love style a little bit, so we can see where he's at. God, they're soulmates, you know it. These two. Ruby had a bad cough this weekend, but it seems to have gone away now. Okay, careful, careful, careful. Okay, I'm going to take them back to the couch, okay? These two little love bugs. Here, you want the heating pad? So hopefully by Tuesday, come in the mail from Blondie. I got another deep toner. This is called the deep toner. They call this one pastel. But I want to put a panel right here. Split it, and then I'm going to put a panel like right here. Just a pretty panel of like peach. So it's going to be red, blonde, and brunette. And then hopefully I can get this a little bit darker. All right, cool. So my dude is anxious to see me. Like, is he scared what I will think of him after not seeing him? Okay. When you talk to this person, when you communicate with them, I just have a few questions. Like, do they ever A, love bomb you, or B, do they ever, like, love bombing means like, do they send you a lot of emojis that are romantic, and do they send you a lot of kisses and hugs without a lot of action? Or what about when you guys do talk about getting together? Does this person put it off? Or does this person actually take action to make it happen with you guys? And the reason I ask this is because in some of the readings I've seen him, seems like his energy is anxious, and his energy is not avoidant. You would know if he's avoidant, but anxious avoidant, like wants to avoid confrontation, wants to avoid saying why he might be having a shit day, wants to avoid telling you, hey, how are you today? How do you donate? So you donate through PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. Everything that you need to know is in the pinned comment and in the description for a reading. And the links to do a donation for a reading are in the description. So think about these things. If you don't know, that's fine. You don't have to answer these questions now. Okay, so yeah, he's autistic. So this is something that could definitely be something that he might be feeling, the anxiousness. Not so much the avoidance, but anxiousness. So what we have to do is when we think about your person, be thinking about how the autism, the neurodiversity doesn't set him back. It doesn't affect him in his authority over his feelings and emotions. He feels secure with me, Veronica, that kind of air. He feels secure with Veronica. And make sure, when you're because when you involuntarily manifest the way that you breathe. So when you are thinking about him, instead of thinking about the feelings and what they feel like to you that you want him feeling for you, be feeling that with and the intent and the emotion as if you were sharing it, as if he was having it to the one that you want, the one that you feel, the version of him that you want to show up. While we can't change people, we can definitely change the scenario and how things show up to us. So the first card is the Two of Cups, okay, and the energy behind that, the Page of Pentacles. So asking, does he feel anxious to see you? Oh yeah. He and what he feels anxious about is, I feel like he's anxious that I'm gonna miss out on something special, and he's gonna miss out on an opportunity with you, because you do make him feel balanced emotionally. You're someone who gives him a little bit of balance in the connection. Um, it wouldn't matter if you wore a pink sweater or lumberjack clothes with church shoes. You make him feel pretty comfortable. All right, in that Two of Cups and that Page of Pentacles. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. We'll get to your 5-minute reading in a moment. I'm in a paid one with Veronica right now, but so he is feeling the anxiousness. Spirit, is he scared at all of what she will think of him? I don't think so. I don't think that that's something, but we'll ask anyways. Is he afraid of what she will think of him? Yeah, a little bit. You want to know why? It's all those hang-ups. He I don't know what his astrological sign is, but he definitely wants things to look perfect, look right all the time. It's just a hang-up that he has. It's just, what are you coming here to bring to me? Oh, thank you.
I tried them, but
So sweet.
I like to take a sugar
Cakes today to celebrate fall equinox, and they came with these cute little sunflower rings. I guess my dad just had a cupcake, but the Nine of Pentacles is definitely a yes about him being scared. But once again, this is such small potatoes in regards to how. Okay, Leah, let me get something in the chat before it freezes. Is it still frozen?
Tim, can you briefly describe the heart behind Nehemiah?
Maybe something to the extent of loving.
Heart behind Nehemiah.
Maybe something to the extent of loving.
Behind Nehemiah.
Okay, so back to your reading. But yeah, it is a little bit scared because he wants everything to just look just right, appear to be perfect. He wants to be comfortable, even if it's not. He'd like to give that impression. He does work. Let me see how he real hard. You know, it's not like there's anything fake about him. This comfort. Like he's scared. He's always scared something's gonna go wrong. Like he must be a real big. Is he a real big worry wart spirit? Yeah. See, he's a real big sensitive worry wart. What's his? Is he Cancer? Is he a water sign? Is he a Pisces? Scorpio? Yeah, he's learning to better understand himself, and he's a very sensitive person. Spirit, how does he feel about Veronica? How does Veronica's person feel about Veronica? So he feels good about you. 10 of Cups, that's a lot of love there. There's something about you that makes him feel complete or would complete him. Moon in Pisces. Oh my God, my dad has Moon in Pisces. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah, he's a sponge. Such a tender boy, but a happy boy. You make him feel happy. You make him feel something definitely special. And the 10 of Cups and the Sun. Sun being the first major arcana card that you've gotten in your reading tonight. It's a lot of love there. A lot of good energy. You see the little girl with her dog and her ball, and then both their head in the clouds. How does he feel about himself regarding the feelings he has for Veronica? I hope these questions are okay to ask. Oh, God. See, he wants to be your knight in shining armor, but he feels stuck. But love is blind. But what is he feeling stuck in? Well, this Knight of Swords energy, like he wants to be your knight in shining armor. He may feel stuck in knowing how to show you that. He might not be so much a man of words as he is action. You know, once again, it's a feeling of inadequacy. He feels inadequate about the emotional feelings he has. Like, am I good enough? That kind of stuff. I don't know what kind of women he's been with, what kind of mother he has, if he has any sisters, but that kind of stuff. Who knows how many women have it? Do women emasculate him or verbally abuse him at all? Or have they? Yeah, they have. And it's made him very sad, but he's kept going on. Maybe his dad, as that is the big daddy energy. But we're asking about women now, so maybe dad isn't in the picture, or dad's just real practical and busy and also going through the same thing as his son is going through, you know. But yeah, women have emasculated him in that King of Wands, and his communication has been emasculated. Like maybe a lot of women have wanted him to man up in regards to whatever they think man up is, but he wants to just be comfortable and be himself and be accepted for that. Spirit, what does she need to know about what he would tell her right now if he could before we close the session? And if there's any other questions you want to throw in there. We have a few more minutes. Any advice, Spirit, for Veronica on... Let's get some advice for Veronica, and what would her partner, specific person tell her if he could? So he misses you in the in that 5 of Pentacles, and that's what he would tell you if he could tell you anything right now. And then he's horny, the Devil card. What are his intentions for her or towards her? Yeah, making plans, some kind of plans that he wants to make. Definitely nothing conflictive in the 2 of Swords and 5 of Swords. Yeah, he wants to sleep on the ideas he's having in regards to... There's something about the Hanged Man here where he's had an epiphany about his connections with people, his balance in life, his emotional, financial security, and what is going to be the best for him in regards to his life and the life that he wants to lead. He definitely knows what he wants, but he's sleeping on it right now. He needs some recovery from having more unstable connections, stable ones. These cards really show that you have been, or you're some kind of stable ground for him. That weird ass person. Was he surprised how goofy she is, or? Yes, sometimes. In the High Priestess. Yeah, this is how he sees you: just passionate, sweet, funny, loving, caring. The majestic. Your questions, dear. Oh, when you're Veronica. Are you guys gonna go out? I know you want to. He does too. Yeah, it is really bad. The lag. Okay, cool. So yeah, he definitely wants to go out with you with your tail. Come here, beautiful. What other questions do you have, sweetheart? Okay. Let's find out what his mommy will think of her. Hold on. There you go. There you go. Spirit, what does Veronica need to know about what his mother would think of her? It looks like she would think the world of you in this world card. Feel that you are somebody who is emotionally and financially balanced. Somebody who is cultured in that 4 of Pentacles and that world someone who's smart in that world, and 4 of Pentacles. They do kind of look alike. This is Gypsy with a J, and she's the little one we call Ninja. She's the one with the Cardi B nails. Give me your Cardi B nails. Look at that. Look at this one's terrible. You gonna give it to me? I think Ruby is on the couch snoring. Oh, oops. Can I clip that now? Please, just let me have the tip. Just the tip. I've been wanting to get that nail for a while. Look at that. You came to me for a kiss, and instead you get a nail clip. You want to go 9-9. You can go 9-9? Okay. I got one more reading, and then we'll go 9-9-9 now. Love you. Best little gypsy. Just waiting for LA to come back. If you have any other questions, we got a few more minutes. Veronica. LA, are you there? They're not there. I wonder where they went to. Okay, great. There you are. Hey, Maria. Welcome back, sweetheart. La Unica. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, but LA, put your questions in the chat. Oh, thank you so much, Maria. I'm digging it too. You'd like to know, was she surprised about what me? Okay. I'm going to go back to the couch. Come on. Mommy. Yeah, go ahead and put your questions in so we can get to your reading, and you should be able to come back and get the reading anytime. Okay, so you wanted to know that last question, Veronica. She was tough as nails. Don't let that build upon anything. Okay, what version of her do you want? You want tough as nails or soft as shit? I would go for soft as shit. Spirit, for this one question, this last question for Veronica. Would Veronica's specific person's mother be surprised about her, like looks-wise, for her son? Reversed King of Swords and reversed Queen of Swords with the energy of the moon reversed. So Spirit's saying 3 no's. No, she would not be surprised that you're his type. Okay. Okay. So what Javon's feelings towards me? What does he want out of this connection? Should I walk away from this connection completely? Okay, let's see what you need to know. So it's $5. It's $6 for 3 questions, not $5 for 4 questions. If you want the 4 questions, you have to pay the $6. So you're going to get 5 minutes, and it's going to as much as you need to know. Okay. In regards to how will he feel about you now going to his house right away and wanting to go outdoors? How do you want him to feel? Can you feel what you want him to feel? Can you imagine him feeling it for you? Doesn't that feel great? Now, as far as his feelings towards you, we'll see what Spirit says. What does he want out of this connection with you? Should you walk away from this connection? Why would you? You know, it's your man until you say no more. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's literally, it's your love story in your hands. It's not for Javon to write. It's not for me to write. It's for you to co-create it with Spirit. So, you know, the cards can't do it for you, but they will tell you what you need to know tonight. Yeah, he's pretty frustrated in that 10 of Swords. It keeps you up at night as well. So what are Javon's feelings towards this person, Spirit, and what do they need to know? They do like to talk. They do like to visit with you in that Eight of Wands. They feel that you are very emotionally balanced and easy to talk to in that Eight of Wands and that Four of Pentacles. How does he feel about himself regarding his feelings for them? So he does think the world of your connection. And that World card and that Two of Pentacles, he does feel like this is some kind of opportunity for him to have something emotionally balanced, something that feels right, something that feels good to them. But all he does is want to go and drink and be boring. Yeah, and that is the version of him that is stuck in your mind, that you have suppressed upon your subconscious, so you need to change it. You know, while we can't change people, everybody is you pushed out at the end of the day. So because inside of you, as within, you see this energy, this person who just wants to drink and be boring, that's how he's going to show up to you, because that's what you think. He's literally going to pick that up, those vibrational energies, even if he doesn't know where it's coming from. He might even be a little repelled by them because he doesn't understand the science of what's going on between you both. So you can have, which he does think and feel the world about it. All right. You're somebody who's like a rock for him in this Four of Pentacles. Oh my God. How will he feel about her going to his house right away and wanting to go outdoors? It will change him. It will feel like a change. Spirit's also saying, turn your back on what doesn't serve you in this connection. Start turning towards what serves you. Have you asked this person, hey, can we do something different? Why do you guys always pick this to do? Don't you pick stuff out to do with him? You go to his house and keep encouraging him to go outdoors more, do things that you guys have never done before, or even maybe used to do. It will help change the situation, the vibe, the energy. But you've got to stay in your power. You've got to understand this is your story. This is your life, is what you make it. You're welcome, Veronica. Is this person from the 1970s? Thank you so much, Veronica. I appreciate your time, honey. That was a fun reading. So he's 40 years old and obsessed with the 70s. Okay. It's understandable. But it's only acceptable if it's from the 80s. Have you ever heard that song? All right. Look, I fucking love Three's Company too, but I cannot sit there and watch it forever. You've got to do something. Or this person is going to end up a drunk in front of the TV who's going to be their president. Looks like the TV's already their president. So let's just get some advice real quick about this story of yours and what you need to know real quick. I know it's more than 5 minutes, but don't worry about sending another $1 unless you want to send a tip. But look, you've got this. You really need to stick up for your beliefs, what you want, what you'd like to see out of this person as their friend, somebody who cares about them. You obviously care about them or you wouldn't be here. But you have boundaries and you have every right to talk about what you want, what your boundaries are. You're not comfortable with getting in a car and driving around while they drink and talk about the 70s. You're not even comfortable sitting in there while you're talking about the 70s and drink. I mean, it's just not, you're not, you want to do something different. So here's the last 2 cards that dropped on the floor. Because doing something different is going to bring a lot of luck, love, and nurturing to whatever this connection is with this friendship. There's already a lot of luck and love there in this beautiful Empress and this beautiful 10 of Pentacles. It's like you're having this is happening because something about you nurtures them. And something about them at the end of the day nurtures you. But that doesn't mean that you have to stay in that same vicious cycle. In that 10 of Swords, you can change it. While we can't change people, we can change the way they show up to us by thinking and believing in the idea of the version of them that we want them to show up. So if I sat around all day and said, my boyfriend talks to everybody else but me, then that's exactly what's going to happen. In fact, he might get so crazy, he might start talking to strangers, and it doesn't mean anything what he's saying to them because he's actually trying to say it to me. And it's kind of crazy because we know thoughts become things. It's been proven by science, and that which you assume has no choice but to show up. So let's try to not assume that your person, LA, is going to stay this way. Let's try something else. Let's try something different to say about them and talk about. Hey, Kristen, welcome back to the Chammy. All right, Maria, let me know, sweetheart. Okay, so let me just write that down real quick. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate your donation. Keep me updated, LA. I'm here for you. Baby steps, okay? And don't do anything that triggers you. All right? Maybe you can go to them and be like, hey, this triggers me. Let's do something different. Get something different to drink and watch a different show. Start there. Or even better, go outside and have your drinks. Maybe it's going to be hot cocoa. I'll be updated, though. Maria, what's your question, sweetheart? Okay, yeah, it's the worst connection tonight. It's horrible. All right, honey. Thank you so much for your donation, LA. I appreciate it. Kristen, if you want to get a reading, let me know. It's only $1 per minute. And I got your questions, Maria. Okay, what are Maria's specific person's thoughts about her before sleeping tonight? What does she need to know about that? Oh boy. I think he had some sexy thoughts about you before bed. He might have even wanted to act out on them, but he knew it would cause some problems. If there was anything he could tell you about him right now, it would be that he thinks of you and touches himself, and it makes him feel a little bit naughty. And this magician card has the energy behind all that. And I say that because she's got the wand in her hand. He probably has his wand in his hand. I know this is not like a XXX adult reading, but it's just come out. So, Spirit, did he knock out? Did her person knock out before bed? Like, is he already asleep? Is he knocked out? He's knocked out. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Kristen. I'll get to your reading in just a moment. When was his thoughts when I asked him when he was going to see me this week? Yes, he wishes to see you for sure this week. 9 of Cups. Spirit, what does Maria need to know about the romance in her and her specific person's connection? What does she need to know about that? He wants to rebuild romance. He wants to learn what romance is again. He wants to know what romance is. Like, what is romance to you? I think if he could ask you any question, what does romance look like to you? In this 2 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. And I say that because, once again, we've got that 9 of Wands. And that 9 of Wands, is all about the headaches that, his love stories have brought him. He doesn't have any of that with you. So it's like super comfy and compatible, and like trust, so much trust with Molly and Pentacles again. So very solid. So very solid in home and connection and community. Now, he does want to keep it as private as possible, as much as he can. Oh gosh, have you heard that song though? Have you heard that song? I'm just gonna get it for you because I'm crazy and I can. So next time he starts going off about the 70s, you give him this. You give him Calvin Harris. I love that song. So yeah, Maria, there's a lot of love in that connection for you, and balance. So bring a cheesecake next time you're going to see him. I'm sorry, I don't understand your question, Maria. Private like you? Kristen, are you there? So what I'm saying about keeping it private is like, um, it's not something that he doesn't want to share you with another guy. You know, he doesn't want to share your connection with other people in a romantic or sexual way. Um, I don't see you guys heading down the same path as, like, say, a couple like Molly and Larry, um, where he ended up. You're gonna laugh at me. He he ended up divorcing his wife because she had a Justin Bieber obsession. Can you believe this? Like, she had an obsession with fangirl obsession with Justin Bieber. So he left his wife and met Molly, and they had a long time affair while he was going through a divorce. Um, but I noticed how different each experience like this, that when I have a client or a friend that is going through something like this, it's yours is so much different. Like, there's little to no toxicity, there's little to no drama. It's like, I mean, we've talked about him being an anxious avoidant love style on the cusp of secure, but that's just wobbles he has from the old love story. Those are just wobbles that you have from your old love story. We all have these wobbles. It's very natural and normal for you to have, be questioning, be thinking, be feeling, but just be careful, because your thoughts become things. And I sent you fake videos on YouTube that actually have people with their own voices saying the stuff that Neville Goddard teached, or using AIs, but the one I gave you is really Neville Goddard's voice. Remember, Bob could be married to 10 different women and have 10 different baby zebras with them. I know this is absolutely crazy. Um, but at the end of the day, Bob is still my man, because it's my love story to write. It's not your love story to write. It's not Bob's love story to write. It's not Joe Blow's love story to write. It's my love story to co-create. I use the name Bob because it's a lot sexier than John Doe. So just remember, what is the version of your relationship that you want, the version of him you want showing up. How does he feel about you? How does he think about you? What do you want him to feel and think about you? You start to have a trigger, write it down, and write the exact opposite of the trigger, and write down what it was that triggered you. And stop doing the shit that triggers you. He tells you it's a shit show today. Okay, here's some toilet paper, clean it up. No reacting, little to no reacting to what you don't like. No. No reacting to what you don't like, and little to no reacting to what you do. Do not give them baby man gate. Okay? Do not put the baby man gate up and open and close it whenever it's convenient for him. I'm not trying to emasculate men. Men matter. But at the end of the day, you know, we're different species. We really are. And I think the 250 brain scan video, which I'm going to put back in the chat, is going to help. And Kristen, what are your questions, sweetheart? So this is called I've scanned 250,000 brains. Here's how men think and fall in. Dr. Daniel, hold on, I can't see his whole name, but he is a doctor. I really appreciate this video so much because it really made me think about men and how different we are. Y'all might find that interesting. But, you know, do not give them the baby man gate. And the baby man gate is, I know this sounds terrible, but, you know, there's no putting your love story in their hands to open and close the door for when they think the door should be open and closed. It's up to you. You know, it's up to you to say, hey, this is what I want in my life, and how do you want to operate around it? Are we friends? Are we not friends? Are we having a connection? Are we not having a connection? Are we in love? Are we not in love? Are we dating? Are we not? Are we boyfriend? Are we girlfriend? Are we husband? Are we wife? Are we divorcing? Are we breaking up? But remember, it all starts off as friends. Remember, your friendships are going to be so much more valuable to you if you do break up at the end of the day than if you were to just be like, I can't see you anymore. You know, I mean, if you really can't stand the person, you know, pull a old peace out on text. But I mean, I had a boyfriend. I loved him to death. He cheated on me all the time. So I dumped him on the phone after, like, you know, catching him multiple times over 3 years that we were together. I didn't like expect him to cheat or anything. It's just that. What are Robbie's true feelings for you? He feels like your soulmates. Oh, that's so sweet. That's like the 70s and the 70s. Oh, God. God, I can imagine his place is like got shag carpet and it's the TV from the 70s. Does he drive a car from the 70s? That would be the real pooper. I mean, unless it's something cool like a 79 Coupe de Ville. Spirit, what does Kristen need to know about Robbie's true feelings for Kristen? He says he feels like Kristen is his soulmate. Truly feels love, something that no one could offer him before. And he wants to offer that back to you in this King of Cups. This is the Empress. This is how he sees you. Beautiful, enchanting, loving, caring, nurturing. Not only for yourself, but others. And really impresses him a lot. He's you're very much his sweetheart. He misses you all the time. So when you start missing him, maybe have an imaginal act in your head of him acknowledging that he's missing you too, and thanking him for just connecting with you telepathically, because you probably are picking up on a lot of different telepathic stuff that you don't even realize it's coming from him, and vice versa. What's coming towards Kristen and Robbie this next month? What does Kristen need to know about that? So we've got the Hanged Man here. This is a very important card. Excuse me. It's a very positive card. Major Arcana to get. You've already gotten 2. What the Hanged Man teaches us, especially sitting next to a card like 2 of Wands, is that you guys have had he has had some kind of epiphany about your connection that has brought him to higher ground, that has helped him untie some kind of, he might have been feeling in his life like his hands were tied, like his life was upside down, but you have given him some kind of vision, some kind of epiphany to come down from this anxiety, this avoidant nature, this hanging out kind of feeling that, is like, it's like, okay, I'm here and now I know what I want and I see the bigger picture. Like, that's what's coming for you both. You're both probably going to have a conversation pretty soon, if you haven't already, talking about what you guys want. You've got what your vision is for your life, because you see him hanging from the tree. So we already have 1 wand here, and then we've got the 2 wands over here. It's all about communication. Your communication is going to deepen over the next month about your vision in life and love and what you see in the world and what you want in life and love. Excuse me. So your 2 major arcana cards here are Empress and Hanged Man. This could represent you both. This might be somebody who's had a lot of trials in their life. But, with you in it, it makes life so much more better. I mean, life was already good for them, but with you, it's so much sweeter. Okay, Kristen? Yeah, you feel a lot of emotions going on. Let me get you the list of Hoffman's feelings and emotions so that you can go through it and differentiate the difference between your feelings, your emotions, and the difference between them, so you know what's going on a little bit more. Yeah, the identifying of feelings and sensations, okay? So that you can know the difference, and you can even maybe share this with him, and y'all can go through this. Because you might be having a sensation that feels like an emotion, but it might not be an emotion, but it might feel overwhelming because it's some kind of sensation that's triggered by an emotion that's subconscious or conscious. They're going to give him a 70s TV for just get him a TV. Just get him the whole collection of that 70s show. He's not spiritual at all. That's okay. Is it scientific? Because everything I'm talking about here is science and been proven by science. The way that you think, the way that you feel, what you assume has no choice but to show up. So if we keep assuming and keep saying and keep thinking and keep feeling and putting a lot of behind that he's not spiritual, okay, then he's not. But at the end of the day, his thoughts create things. He's manifesting involuntarily the way that he breathes. And he doesn't have to be spiritual to be co-creating, okay, with his creator, even if he believes the dirt outside is just his creator. Do you see what I'm saying, Kristen? So what version of him do you want to show up? Do you want him to be spiritual at all? What kind of spiritual? How would it feel to have that version of him showing up to you? To start being interested a little bit in nature. To start being interested a little bit in science. To start being interested a little bit in what's going on here and here. Because the Hanged Man shows that he's had some kind of epiphany here and here. This is a lot like the people who you see that hang around. They go and they hang from chains by their own flesh so that they can overcome addictions, overcome fear, overcome pain, overcome anxiety, overcome sorrows, and have an epiphany about what it is that is good in their life. They just come out of it feeling amazing, and that's something that you've done for him, Kristen. Okay? That's something that you've done for him. So let's start thinking about the version of him that you want. How do you want him to feel about you? Start feeling it for him. Start giving him his lines. Start having your imaginal acts. Spirit, how does he feel about how he feels about? How does he feel about himself in regards to how he feels about Kristen before we close the portal? See, and we've got to change that. He's very self-hating. So now let's change it. He's not self-hating anymore. He's self-loving. Every time he says something self-hating to himself now, it's your job as his friend, okay, to set his path right in the Two of Swords and fill in the blank. Oh, you're hating on yourself? Tell him something awesome about himself. It's the exact opposite of whatever he's hating on himself for. Fill in that blank in the Two of Swords with a lot of love and ideas that are fun and creative. You know, he's going through a transformation that's positive in this Death card. You see the unicorn running behind her. You see the skull of strength and wisdom in her hand. You know, lots of luck all around Kristen. Okay. So now he feels as if you're soulmates. Okay. So be his soulmate and tell him, you know, that you care about his thoughts and feelings. And you think that together, you know, Spirit is saying that it thinks that you guys together can overcome that kind of darkness. Man, that makes so much sense. I'm most definitely try this and see if I can get this man out of the house and downstairs. Especially like, okay, LA, keep me updated. If you have any questions, you know, I'm usually here every day. He hates himself because of 2 past relationships that were very bad for him and his kids. See, and that's a lot of limiting beliefs and circumstances there that he's going to have to work through. So he's stuck in that those old love stories, worried that they're going to show back up in every woman. And if he keeps doing that, it will happen. So now that you are aware and conscious of what's going on, and you've had this awakening journey in this little tarot card reading, you can change it. While we can't change people, we can still show up. We can still show up for them and ourselves in our thoughts, our feelings, and turning it around by serving what we want, serving that good wolf inside of us instead of the bad one, serving that good wolf inside of them instead of the bad one. Okay. All right. It'd be great to see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and do a free collective message. I usually always do a free collective message for anyone and everyone who comes by, gets a reading, doesn't get a reading, or maybe finds us when we're live. And I'm excited to help you guys through this. You know, it could be a change overnight. It could be a change in 3 days. It could be a change in 3 weeks, 3 months. But my God, let's not let it be 3 years or 3 decades. Okay? We don't want to wait until the 70s come back. Oh, I know, right? It's the roaring 20s. Let's get it together. So we've got the 6 of wands. The banner behind Sophia from the Golden Girls says Best Friend of the Year Award. Y'all are definitely winning that cup. So continue to be that best friend to yourself, that best friend to others. Take yourself the higher ground and take them with you, even if you have to drag them on a damn leash. Change is a coming, so make sure you're turning your back on what doesn't feel right to you. Don't do anything that triggers you in this 8 of Cups. Don't be afraid to tell people what you need to tell them, especially if you need to tell them, look, this is what I want, how you want to operate around it. Hey, can we watch something from the 90s instead of the 70s? How do you want to operate around that? Okay, Kristen, hey, honey, let's talk about our love story and wipe away that old one clean. Keep me updated. Thank you so much for your donations tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Usually I have the dogs on more. I make tarot videos. I make music videos. I make ghost videos. I just don't have any of my ghost equipment on right now. I've just been trying to work on it to fix it. But we do usually have, spirit box sessions where we talk to the spirit box and you can ask questions. I also channel and help the dead and the living. So, and pets, past, present, future people. Sometimes we watch movies, silent ones, old ones. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. It's time to go to bed. At least where I am, because it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Thank you so much for the likes, your love, subscriptions. Be good to yourself with your thoughts, all right? Kalanita. Be safe. And thank you again. Music is sacred. I'm so glad you found the channel. That's so cool. I don't know how you found me, but